Hello there, good evening, and welcome. This is Strong and Sassy here on your superstation Joy 99.7 FM. How has your day been? Today's been a bit of a funny day, sunshine and rain. So mixed weather, but I hope you had a good day. If you're driving home, we're thankful that the day is over, aren't we? So, anyways, thank you for tuning in. We're live on Facebook as always, Joy 99.7 FM. You definitely want to watch us. I always feel like the facial expressions and all of those things just give a different dimension to the conversation. So if you can, join us on Facebook. But either ways, we're grateful that you're here. So tonight I have our senior assassin who's been missing in action for a while, serving the country. Have you not been serving the country?
God and country.
God and country.
Not country, country.
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 Oh my God, I don't speak bad English. Can't do it. I can't. I cannot. God and country. Gifty Adipa. She's a public servant. That's what she says.
Oh, is
Senior
that not what
assassin. Where have you been?
Tell me you miss me.
I do miss you. So where have you been?
It's Abeku's fault, so ask him.
Abeku, what happened? But you are busy. You have school, you have work, family, everything.
I am here now.
Wow. So we should forget about the past
Yes.
and move on. Anyway, it's good to have you back.
It's good to be here.
And then for the second time, we have sales manager at Talata Ghana, Suzanne Donko, joining us. Hi, Suzanne.
Hi.
It's good to have you again.
Good to be back.
All right. So tonight we're talking about friends and our relationships. We can't deny that our friends play a major role. I saw a meme and it said that if you do something to your wife and she forgives you, then she goes away for about an hour and comes back and is upset again, it means that she went to discuss with the board of directors and they decided that you cannot be so easily forgiven. So if you're listening to us and you didn't know, your wife's friends, your girlfriend's friends are the board of directors of the relationship. And most things are discussed because women like to talk out our problems. So let me start with you, Gifty. Do you feel that our friendships actually really do have a very direct impact on whether our relationships thrive or whether they die?
Absolutely. So I'll start from this angle that before you met your partner, you were in a society, probably in a community. You grew up with people that you have strong bonds and relationships with, and you came out of them to meet your partner. It doesn't mean that going into the relationship truncates your social relationships with those other people who are ordinarily called friends. So I'm putting them in a very large bracket called friends. It doesn't truncate your relationship with them. Most times it's the female kind of group, but let's not also deny that there's a female-male kind of group. It's just good friends. You know, she has good friends or he has good friend in a female in the opposite way. And they exist and they become sort of the bulwark for the relationship. They stand for the relationship. So most times they become either the sword that cuts the relationship down or they become the propeller that moves it forward. So we can't deny the existence of that kind of relationship. I mean, I'm talking about a friend relationship in any kind of substantive partner, marriage, or whatever relationship you would have. It exists on its own. So let's say they are two separate entities, but they are not mutually exclusive. They rub off on each other because one flows, and the lines are so sometimes a bit blurred. One flows into each other. When she's sad, she wants to run to the girlfriends. You know, when she's bored, she wants a date with the girlfriends. When he is bored, he wants to go watch football with the guys, you know, or he wants to go play draft or whatever with them. I mean, first, I believe that denying such relationships and one partner trying to force the other partner to kill those relationships, actually start putting the sword in action. First, you have to accept that it exists. It is there. It is about how you manage it. It is about how you manage it. So yes, it exists. It's there. Two exclusive relationships, but they flow into each other.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think I'm in agreement with that, what Ms. Adepa is saying, because in as much as we grow up in communities that shape us into who we are before we even enter into these relationships, before you even enter into the relationship with whoever, you are supposed to build a friendship with that person, so that there are no arguments about who you're spending time with or who you're not spending time with. So I think it all boils down to conversation, talking to whoever your significant other about your needs outside and in the relationship, so you all understand going forward how you're going to grow together. Yeah.
So for you, who comes first? Your friends or your partner? Because I've heard people say that partners change and friends
Forever.
are forever. So who comes first? Your partner or your friends?
I would put my partner first, but doesn't dismiss the role of my friends in my life, because they are very significant one way or the other. But whatever friendship that you have out there, you can build that with your partner, but not necessarily what you have with your partner, with your friends outside a relationship. So yeah, I think everything boils down to communication, one way or the other. So so you get to, when you're building this new relationship where you are all smitten, and suddenly one meeting during the week turns into 7, and then suddenly you're leaving toothbrush in the apartment and spending more time together. Sometimes you get lost because you found this new thing that is giving you butterflies, this nice feeling, and then you tend to unintentionally ignore your friends. But I think if the person that you are getting this connection with is in tune with your understanding or the connection you have with your friends, they'll be able to give you some time to reflect or draw you in to understand that, okay, so I have this relationship with my friends. Don't you think that you may also need to get some time for your friends? In as much that they want to spend more time with you, I think they would also want you to know that you're not losing yourself as a person. But I mean, we are going together, so.
Right, okay. Adepa, what do you think?
Yes, I'm in total agreement with her. Your partner first, because I initially mentioned that you were in a society and you came out of that small community called friends. Okay, also noting that there were the opposite sex in that community, and you came out of them to meet somebody else and form a loving relationship with. So you chose that person over them anyway. So your partner comes first. At all costs, your partner comes first. Then I also agree with her that though your partner comes first, it doesn't necessarily mean that you sever your relationship with your friends. But we have the tendency, actually, to fall back quickly into friend mode rather than building the friend in our partners. I can say that tendency occurs when, or that tendency is provoked by sometimes inability to understand our partners and the way they communicate to us, because everybody's different and everybody's style of communication is different. I was just telling you about the show last 2 weeks about listening and how women don't listen. We don't listen, but we run to our friends to go and talk.
Yeah.
But we haven't listened at all. But we find out that, we'll go to the board of directors and have a board meeting. And after the board meeting, everything is messy. So your partner first. But it doesn't mean that you should go deaf on your friends. Most importantly, because they see what you cannot see. Most red flags are seen by friends and they are raised by friends. Most times we tend to think, they are just being jealous. or they're just being overbearing, or oh, is it because I'm just leaving them, and so they want to keep me around, so they are raising all manner of spurious allegations against my partner or something. Sometimes they see what you cannot see because they are not emotionally attached
Yeah.
like you are. She said you have all the nice feelings and butterflies. Absolutely. So the feeling and the butterflies and whatever makes you suddenly think that you have arrived, you found what you want, and you ignore the red flags that your friends who think they have your best interest because they want to see you progress, they want to see you happy all the time, has. So for me, listen to your partner first, but don't ignore your friends.
But on the flip side of that, Suzanne, let me come to you. On the flip side of that, we've heard so many times how, especially with women, you hear that every small thing you go and talk to your friend. Every small thing you go and talk to your friend, and then your friends are not like, not all of our friends have sense, you know. So how you are in a relationship, right? You have all the butterflies and all of that, so you're not seeing clearly. Then at the back of your mind, you know that, okay, my friends may be giving me a perspective, but they don't have the full picture. So how do you find that balance? Like, how do you know that, okay, this is what I should listen to, this is what I shouldn't listen to, this is coming from a place of jealousy, this is not coming, because so many times you hear how your friends will advise you to leave the guy, and then when you leave him, then finally you hear that one of your friends has
Grabbed him.
yeah. So how do you find
I
that?
think even before your story gets to your friends, the conversation should start with your partner. Even before you get to talk to your friends about what's going on in your relationship, have you talked to your partner first? That's what we should be looking at. It wouldn't be right that you just jump to your friends at the first sense of trouble.
No, I feel like, most of the time women won't go to their friends before talking. Most of the time we go to our friends when we are talking to our partner and he's not hearing, or he can't figure out. Or do you feel like women sometimes go to their friends first?
Well, personally, I think I would rather talk to my partner, unless maybe in worst case scenarios we've talked about everything and it's not working, then maybe I can seek for a second opinion. I personally do not like to talk to my friends about relationship stuff. I don't like to let people in on my issues. So I try to find solutions on my own, unless maybe it's just getting out of hand and I think I cannot deal with. Then maybe I'll seek for a second opinion from somewhere, probably my friends or family.
Okay, what about you?
Anymore. Truth is, finding the balance is a bit tricky. And I am going on in the with this from her where she ended. You see, that is personal. Probably you have what it takes to handle a lot. All right, you are not as vulnerable, you are not as fragile, and you can absorb a lot, and you are matured enough to deal with situations. But most people are not. Let's also not forget that people have lived dependently all their lives, not independently. So they've been running to people all their lives, so they are even afraid to be alone. So they always want the kind of validation and approval from their
permission
friends.
Yeah.
All right. So it all starts from who you are, but it still comes back to the same point that you chose your partner first over them. And the moment you have chosen your partner over your friends, then he becomes your first port of call.
But have you chosen your partner over your friends? I mean, there are different roles.
But you chose him to have an intimate relationship with.
Well, maybe because my best friend is a girl and I want to be with a guy. So I am with the guy. It doesn't mean that you are over my friend. Like this is not my personal opinion. I'm
Yes.
just giving a
Yes,
perspective.
yes.
Like it doesn't mean that I chose you over. It's a completely different.
You are playing a role as a friend. You
Friend
are playing a role as a
as-
partner. So
Yeah.
these are two separate things.
They are two separate things. But what I
Meanwhile,
need
the friends most of the time have been there longer.
they have been there
Yes,
and they will be
most
there.
likely.
Exactly.
They have been there and they will be there. But I mean to say that because you thought that you were emotionally, let's say, advisedly naked, okay, so you sought a more important friendship in your partner. Because what you have with your partner is still a kind of friendship anyway.
Okay.
All right. So, in as much as you build, or you have your community of friends who support you in that way, you must learn to build a friend in your partner. What did you do successfully with your friends that made it work? That you could open up, that you could be vulnerable to?
Okay. So there are differences between men and women.
There are.
Are you saying that I mean, what I'm getting from you guys is make your partner your friend?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. There are things that men are not interested in.
Thank you.
Whatever you do, Bia, they are not interested in.
Like what?
Most of them. Like maybe going to
Makeup.
shop for clothes.
Makeup.
Or you're going to buy makeup.
What shade should I choose?
Or
Just
things
whatever.
like that.
I think I know guys who are.
No, that's why I
very
said
interested.
most.
Yeah.
And it's not like not everybody is going to find a partner who is interested in those things. So you're married to the average guy who is not. Now you are saying that I should make him my friend. But is that then kind of putting my head in the sand to the fact that actually he can't be everything?
No, anymore. Don't get us wrong. I mean to say that we are talking about running to friends, okay? And about issues. We are not saying mundane things.
We're also
like,
talking about balancing. So.
yes, balancing, but not mundane things like wig.
So with the mundane things is fine.
It's fine.
He doesn't have to be involved.
Of course, because
But you know
That's what
sometimes
the
because
friends
if the
are there
girls
for.
are talking about wigs,
That's what the girls are there for.
trust me, he doesn't know the shade of wig 33. He has no idea. Shoe size 38, color green. Sometimes they don't even know the color. That it is not for them. All right, that is for the girls. Oh, I want to buy a clothes. The girls, oh Charlie, this one that won't fit. You know, those things are for the girls. Those things are for the friends. But I'm talking about more. Can I say intimate things? You know,
like what?
okay, like conversations about you, not about your hair, but deep, vulnerable conversations.
So for example, let's say you've gone to the doctor, you've been diagnosed with cancer.
Your partner.
What if, you see, I'm asking you this because sometimes in some situations, our partners are not equipped to have the appropriate emotional response.
Okay.
So in those moments, I can see as soon as I said that you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
In those moments, how do you balance I just lost a baby. He's looking at you like, okay. I don't know what to do with that information because I know we were having a baby, but I didn't feel it is like, okay, well, it was a bit abstract. How do you deal with that reaction and also then that instinctive, intuitive reaction that your girls will give you when you call in? Like I call and I say, Adipa, I just was a baby. You don't even need to be a mother to be able
Yeah.
to. So in those moments, how do you find the balance? Because otherwise what you'll have to do is that in your place of pain, you now have to think about who you are going to hurt. Meanwhile, you are hurting.
You are hurting.
So that's when I say balance, I mean,
Okay.
it's the trivial things, but it's also really these heavy moments that it becomes...
So we have already stated here that friends are forever, and we are not denying that fact. And we have also established that they were there before you met your partner, and they will be there.
after he goes.
Oh, during the tenure of the relationship. Let's not talk about anybody going anywhere.
Okay.
But during the tenure of the relationship too, they will be there. This brings to mind how we should define the friendships during our relationships. I think the best thing to do is that the moment you get into a relationship, you must personally define the relationship you are having with your partner and that of your friends.
To who?
To yourself.
Okay.
Because it is that will make you know who to run to at what point in time.
I don't think the problem is who to run to. I think the problem is the reactions. Because when something happens to you, instinctively, you know who you want.
But
No, but
Animwa, like sorry, sweetheart, but like you are saying, you lost a baby. You know that the girls will understand that more than a man.
Yeah, so do you call them first?
You call your husband or you call your partner.
No.
Babe, I
Who are
lost
you
the
even
baby.
having the baby with in the first place?
I lost the baby.
Yes.
Oh,
You see, so
people are not
if, even
understanding
though
what
We
I'm
understand, but
asking.
Okay.
you can't ignore even if he's going to be blunt about it, he deserves to know.
no,
No, I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve to know. I'm talking about the balance of who to lean on for what and what to get, what you want from them. So let's say, fine, you call him, babe, I'm home, I've lost a baby, can you come home? He comes. He doesn't want you to call your friends because it's like, okay, this is an intimate moment.
Why
But you
won't he
can't,
want you to call
because
your
this
friends?
that's how it is in some homes. Like this is like you said, it's you and me having a baby. What do your friends have to do with it?
yes, but it doesn't. The fact that we are having a baby doesn't rule out the role of my friends in our
So
lives.
that is the question that I am asking.
So we have arrived.
That how do you find that balance and how do you live it out in such a way that you don't alienate your partner in situations where men cannot relate to what we are going through? Because let me paint the picture for you. You lose the baby. Your husband comes home. He comes sits with you. The girls come. They come and sit with you. Automatically, they understand how you feel. Chances are he will leave the room to go and watch football or play video game because you are with your girls. Right? Then let's say your best friend says, okay, she'll sleep over. So then she'll stay with you. You guys will be in the guest room because she knows what you need, maybe in a way that he doesn't and he can't relate. 3 days later, she leaves. He's pissed off. Like, wow, like you just completely alienated me. And like, yeah, well, you didn't know how to support me because
How do we even get there?
Yes. How do we get
How
there?
do we get there?
You people tell you haven't seen that
No,
before.
Oh,
But
no.
it's
You
like we are
haven't.
trying to look
No.
at the negative aspects of the whole friendship relationship.
No,
thing.
I'm trying to.
Because I think we can be in a relationship. Fine, we are friends. You are my partner. I understand that you're in my life. I don't have to ignore my friends. I still check on my friends. I still do my daily whatever or weekly whatever or monthly whatever with my friends. Yes, we lose a baby. You are here supporting me as a partner. My friends are also in the known. They can't ignore me entirely. Someone wants to come over and check up on me. You okay? My husband is home. Are you okay? I don't even see why my friends can't be comfortable around my partner in the first place. So if we create this whole balance of being comfortable around each other, then why not? My husband should be able to understand that my girls are around and they are supporting me. So I don't see anything wrong
But
with
it's something, I don't think there's anything wrong with it either.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to paint the picture of how sometimes finding the balance can be difficult.
We are not ignoring that fact that sometimes
You're
finding
not
the-
addressing it either. You're like,
See.
oh no, why should it be this? Why should it be
It's
this?
not
Why should it be
everything
this?
that would have to welcome a friend into your home.
I gave a
It is
very
not every
specific
issue.
example,
Like
because
the losing the
and
baby
you
and
see,
the
I
friend
gave it a
coming over.
context, and the context I gave was that there are some things that men cannot emotionally connect to.
There are
So
most
if he
men
is
or
not-
Most men. If when you lose a baby, 80% of men don't know what to do with it.
Yes.
They don't. I mean, that's statistically, they don't know what to do with it. Your best bet is to lean on your female friends. And statistics even shows that with things like miscarriages, those who've never experienced it before cannot even be as comforting as those who, because I never saw the baby, it never existed. Do you know what I mean? So in complex emotional situations like that, the responsibility falls on you to be able to affirm or validate your husband in your place of pain and also open up to your friends. So it's like, how do you then create that ecosystem where everybody's
So-
needs are met?
So anymore, one, your friends are your friends. We have established that. And your partner is your partner. You know where your heart leans when it comes to heavy matters. You know it yourself. Probably you have a partner who doesn't really understand you in certain ways, but your girl does. your girl or your girls do. All right. There is nothing wrong with you going to the place of comfort during the time of pain. It by no means diminish the role of your partner or what he does for you. It doesn't diminish it at all. But you need that kind of comfort. In a miscarriage, when you have a miscarriage, truly, it's very troubling. He doesn't know what to do. You are crying every day, and it's like, oh, you just became a crying baby. Just because you lost a baby itself. My friend, get over it. That is a man's natural emotional response. Even though he may not be saying it, he may be acting it.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the crack? I don't pursue be. You know,
Yeah.
but you know that the girls can say, what can I do to make you feel better? Okay, should we go for some ice cream? Okay, or should we go watch a movie? Or you sometimes the girls can even say cry. You need it. You need to heal from within. So deep inside you, you know who will give you what? Who will give you that kind of warmth? It doesn't in any case or in any way mean that you are ignoring your partner.
So this is my question. When this happens, how do you communicate this
To your partner.
to your partner, knowing that he may not understand it?
Okay, so there is a miscarriage. Everything is bazaar. You are crying all the time. So it's like, my dear, I think what I feel inside of me right now makes me feel very heavy. And I'm trying to communicate in a way to you, but I know you don't understand because I am not connecting at a certain level with you. But I think at this point, I need to talk to Adepa, or I need a few days off. You know,
Off what? The marriage?
no, not off the marriage, but in fact, I need to be excused in a way because I need to heal to be better for you.
And in
Okay.
that case, I believe some men will not also understand because they feel they also lost a baby.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
But I mean, to be honest, in terms of before
So
the
if you
baby
say
is
you're
born,
taking-
that connection.
You need to be excused. Well, he might also want the same thing because after all, I also lost a baby. The
Okay,
baby
so
is
he
equal
should
to
go.
my child. And it's that easy.
No, I'm saying when you're in
He
a
should go
mature
because you
relationship.
want-
No, it's not like go because I'm angry. But when you're in a mature relationship, it's fundamental to the well-being of the relationship that I won't get everything I need from you and you won't get everything you need from me. Sometimes your healing looks like football and beer. And my healing looks like sitting down with the wings. And we should be able to love each other enough to allow each other to heal and not say that, oh, you have to be my Jesus all the time. That's then there's resentment when there are major issues. Because now you're forcing me to sit down with you and cry, but
Yeah.
we're not helping each other.
Yeah, so that is why that's why I'm saying that it starts from you, the individual. You understand?
And an awareness.
Yes.
And then, like Suzanne said, communication.
Kitchen.
And,
Yes.
and
So it starts with you. You should know where your warmth lies at every point in time. You understand? If your warmth in finding emotional support lies with the girls, let me call anymore. Girl, I'm not feeling good. Let's do Anisakil. You understand?
yeah.
I mean, you may not ask me any question. We go to Anisakil. We have our tea. You know what I'm talking about.
Tea with milk and sugar.
And when we are done, there's laughter and everybody goes home.
There's a certain affinity.
Yes, we haven't said anything, but we
A
have
little break.
spoken enough.
Yeah, I get
Okay,
that.
but like, let's go and have tea at Anisakil. Madam, your tea bag is yours. You understand?
Do you know what I want to do? Let's continue the conversation, but let me open the phone lines.
Okay.
Because I want to hear the horror stories. I know there are stories of relationships that have been destroyed by friends.
Oh yes.
And
Absolutely.
so if you're listening to us and you've had those kind of relationships, or where your friends have been good, because I also know stories where it's the friends who brought them together and kind of work with them. So share with us your friend stories, because no matter what we do, we really can't run away from the fact that
They'll be there forever.
yeah, your friends play a big part in your relationships. The phone lines are open 0302 216 541 0302 216 541. Call me and share your friendship stories with us, how your friendships have affected your relationships. The other thing too is that there's also comparison. So when you're like couple friends, then you compare your progress with. I know you people, you are very goody. You say, oh no, you shouldn't compare and you shouldn't. I know that's what people are come to say.
It comes. It comes naturally.
Yeah, so how do you handle that too? I mean, your best friend, your friends are very successful. Your group of friends, your husband is not doing that well. Your friend's husband is doing better. I mean, how do you handle those things? You want to all go out to dinner. Your husband maybe can't pay, he can't contribute because he doesn't have enough. Do you then not go? Do you go? Okay, when we come back, let me take our calls. Hello, good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
Hi. How are you?
I'm alive. You?
I'm alive too. What's up? What's on your mind?
Okay, so first of all, I would like to say that friends are not forever. No, it's not true. Every relationship can break at any time, and friends are not an exception to that effect. Personally, I had a relationship with someone, and in that period, at the time, you see, I was young and, we did our own things and stuff. There was a fallout at a point, and we tried to reconnect. And that was when I realized two of my best friends, one of them has been sleeping with a lady because she was telling me things that just the three of us are aware of. And I knew it was true, so I couldn't defend it. It happened, yes, it did. Up till now, I don't know which one of them is. But guess what? We were the closest of friends. Now, it's like, it can be like 2 or 3 years, and we've not even heard of each other. You understand? So would you say friends do not break? Are friends really not forever? Are friends really forever? No. I would say that you can't choose between your friends. You see, you experience a partner in ways that your friends have no idea about. So you can go to them for whatever advice or help you need. But bear in mind the kind of people you are, the kind of relationship you have with this person. And if the advice will work for you, take it. If you wouldn't, be it. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
You don't have to choose. Just draw the line.
All
and
right.
if your friends are matured enough, they will understand. I'm going anymore. One thing is that, please, you are underestimating men and the kind of things we can go through. With the analogy of the losing of miscarriage bit or losing the baby bit.
I'm very sorry. I was only quoting research.
I know.
What has
Me,
been.
the research.
So maybe you are part of the amazing 20% or so who understand.
The research, me, it's invalid for me, honestly. Because I can't relate to all the things you are saying. In my relationship, it's like me, I'm the woman. Oh. You see the kind of things you say, cry. Me, I'll tell her to cry. And I'll be there. She'll cry on me because she
you
needs
also
it.
cry some.
You understand?
Oh, wow.
So I can't relate to all the things you are saying. So please, maybe say some people instead of the men. Then it's like I'm part of it.
You're not part of it. Never.
You understand?
Rebuke it.
So say some people. You see, that way you are qualifying it. Then I have to say instead of the generalization,
Please.
So that's my little contribution.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling in. We have another caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good too. What's your name?
I'm Echo.
Echo?
Yes.
What's up?
I'm good. I've been enjoying the show thus far. I couldn't join in so early, but I think I relate to what the last caller said. In my relationship, I'm also the softer person. My girlfriend is pretty much hardcore. She does most of the hardcore stuff. I do most of the emotional stuff. I mean, every dynamic is different. But when you look at it in perspective, I think with the friends and other things, the two partners have to have a consensus and know what they are doing. friends may be good, they may be bad, but in the end, your partner is your partner. I mean, you can't go the full length. You can go with your partner when it comes to your friends. So that is it. I've been enjoying the show, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Echo. We have another caller. Hello, good evening. I have a question. So women don't listen to strong SRC. You know, like I've never ever understood when we open the phone lines is men. So it's like, hey, you these women, you're wild, oh, you. Anyway, our phone lines are still open. Did we lose? Hello, good evening. Hello. Wow. Hello. She's okay. So we had a caller, but I think she's listening to a song, and the song is very nice. So She's still on. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, what's your name?
I'm Umi Menzel.
You're what? Okay, I think it was somebody who has escaped from bedtime stories or something. Wow, what an interesting day. Let me read some of the messages. Okay, hi Shog and Sassy. This is Raul. I'm enjoying the show. Hi Raul. Yes and no. A partner is experienced in ways that outsiders have no idea about in a union. Knowing the kind of partner being dealt with determines whether advice from friends must be adhered and exercised or not. If the advice will work in your reality, take it. If not, bin it. You don't have to choose between friends. Just respect their new boundaries. And if they're matured enough, understanding will be mutual. That's Nana Kwesi. Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Alex.
Hi, Alex. What's on your mind?
Yes, thanks so much for the opportunity. I hardly listen to, but today I'm driving through, so I thought to contribute. I must say that really it feels like we are trying to justify the need to have friends instead of looking at how we can support our partners in our needs. So simply put, I heard you talk about when the lady maybe lost the baby or a child, and probably the husband or the partner may not be able to help her too, and so she may find comfort with her partner, with her friends. What about she telling her partner what she really wants? What about showing the partner what would make them a better friends? What of that? So all I hear you say is more like,
Alex, I have a question.
Justify.
Alex,
trying just a second. Trying to justify why we should have friends outside. It's good. It's good to have friends. And quickly, I hear you quickly say, okay, he quickly goes to watch football. Is that all that men do?
No. Alex, let me ask you a question. I want to understand you. Are you saying that when man or female, whoever is in pain, it is in that place of pain that they should teach you how to support them?
And are you saying that men do not also go through pain?
That's why I said men or
but
women.
Then they also stay with their partners.
That's not always
to help
true.
them through.
That's not
and
always
I believe
true.
that when you're able to do that, that is when the partnership becomes stronger. But when for every little thing you want to run out, then you're not making it stronger. Yes, like I'm saying, I do agree to friendship. I do agree to have friends because it's always good to have friends. But from the line of discussion, it feels, or I seem to get the impression, trying to justify why we should go out there and have friends. That's the feeling I get, or that's what I seem to be getting from this discussion.
Okay, I get that, Alex. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for your contribution. We have another caller. Hello, good evening. Okay. Okay, Luther from Adensa says, Enima, why do you ladies always ask your friends for decision if a guy asks a lady out? Why do you gather your friends to narrate what went on during a date? These friends end up spoiling the relationship before it even gets started, especially when these friends are not in relationships. It is even worse. Do you people want to answer? Oh, you people, you don't talk to your friends.
Oh, why not?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
So why do you always
it is
ask
not.
for
It
your
is
friends?
not always. It is not always. We've mentioned that.
But
it's-
usually, do we start dating someone before we confer? When a guy is chasing you, I mean,
Yeah.
usually most, let me not generalize, usually most or some would go and speak to the other. This guy likes me. It's a discussion.
It's a discussion. That's where the board of directorship is formed. Yes, actually, and
So,
And the government
Luther is
starts.
asking, why do we do that?
I've said here that women would want to confer, and especially when we are not too sure about you, the man, we want to communicate to one of our own to see whether we are walking into the right thing.
But when we are sure there, we don't confer. Yeah, it's true. My best friend always tells me, "Hey, you've been quiet for a long time." I was like, "Oh yeah, I know what I'm doing." So
Right,
all
when
is
we don't-
well.
or when we don't know what we are doing, that is where we go for the
Suzanne, what do you think
conference.
about the Beijing conference?
Sometimes it's a necessity.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
True.
It is.
Okay,
You don't-
why?
Sometimes you just need a second opinion. You just need someone to help you think, to be able to know whether you're making the right decision or not. So it's not. It's your answer is not necessarily dependent on what your friend is going to say, but just for you to.
But they
know-
help you
yes,
to.
It shapes you perspective.
All right. I think we have a few more messages. Our phone lines are still open though. We just have a few more minutes to go. 0302216541. I want to take some of the messages. All right. Okay, great. Hi, Strong and Sassy, all these issues are about communication and respecting each other. But Enima, with your scenario, best friends come around rather than you going to them. Okay, yeah, I did mention that they'll come. This one says, well, we'll be 10 years in December, but I've just lost interest in trying to understand how she communicates. She kept changing by the minute. I lost my freedom, time, space, and all. She starts every conversation so violently and defensively that we have to argue and not chat. I found a few friends from the many that I lost because of our relationship, my new freedom and pleasure, and you want me to go back?
Wow.
So I guess when the relationship
just-
is hell.
Yes, the friends are there.
All right. Hello. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hi. What's your name, please?
I'm Kojo.
Hi, Kojo. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm good too. Thank you. What's on your mind?
I don't know. I don't think I agree so much with the whole friend bit. I think sometimes friends may influence things wrongly, or sometimes they are conflicted in one way or the other. But I've enjoyed the show so far, and you guys are doing a great job. And I like Suzanne's voice so much. Can she speak? Hello, Suzanne.
Hi, Kojo.
Yeah, I like your voice. Okay, have a good evening.
Hey, Kojo, wait. Hello. Hello,
He's
Kojo.
gone.
Yes,
Kojo.
yes.
Is there anything else you want? It's my show that are coming to like people's voices.
She has a great voice.
Oh, you know her already.
I don't. I'd like to know her.
Are you trying? Hey, he has shot his shoot. Jesus, my heart. Please, don't hang up. Mirabelle will give you Suzanne's number
Oh wow.
I'd-
so
I'd
that.
love that. Thank
Do you mind?
Okay.
Suzanne doesn't mind, Kojo. Oh, what a wonderful day. Kojo, don't go. Suzanne will give you, Mirabelle will give you Suzanne's number. Then
I'm
you
not hanging up.
you
I'm not
text
hanging
her and shoot your shot. Make me
I
proud,
will.
Kojo,
I will.
okay?
But is she taking? Is
She said
taking?
it's fine. She said we can give you her number.
Great. Okay.
Challenge, make me proud, bro.
You
Make
just
me
made my
proud.
evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mirabelle, make sure you give Kojo Suzanne's number. Hey, Crispy, you come and shoot your shots here. You're saying that somebody. Okay, let me behave myself. This is so strong and sassy here on Joy 99.7 FM. Abeku, do we have any more calls? Okay, let me take more of the open the WhatsApp message from me. Oh, Adepa, somebody is giving you fans, so
Really?
Mirabelle doesn't want to open the message.
Mirabelle, stop that.
Okay, so this evening we'll be talking about friends and the relationship and how, you know, I know that they feel that some of the men feel like we've been unfair to them, but you know, in these conversations we're trying to we like to talk about the extremes of what is wrong and then extremes of what is right, so that we can fix it. Otherwise it's just a conversation that's fun and not going anywhere. So forgive us if you feel like, you know, maybe we haven't been fair in our statistics. Adepa, it's good to hear you talk, always with maturity. I think somebody's come to shoot.
No, I've been shot already.
Nobody.
In fact, I've been shot and
Wow. Anyway, so before we go, you guys, let's kind of wrap up
Okay.
on the place of your friends in your relationship. Suzanne, should I start with you?
I think I would choose my partner, but I would definitely not dismiss the place of my friends in my relationship. But from time to time, I'll talk to them. Be it random things, be it relationship stuff.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
So let's say, because relationships don't all work, so let's say you focused on this your partner for 1.5 years. You stop the nights out with the girls, you're not talking to them as much as partner.
I am not stopping the nights out with the girls.
Uh-huh.
I am still talking to my friends.
Okay.
I am still with my partner.
So you are still, I'm trying to be visual. So you are still you are still doing
Yes,
what it
I'm
you see,
maintaining-
because in the whole conversation, my interpretation of you has been that your partner is your priority to the point that you are not nurturing.
My partner is my partner. My friend is my friend.
So you are nurturing.
Before the relationship started, if I was doing 24 hours with my friends, I'm not doing 24 hours with my friends anymore. But maybe I'm doing an hour or two with my friends. I'm still checking in with my friends. I'm still having conversation. I'm still having brunch with my friends.
And you don't expect your friends who have gone from 24 to 2 to feel resentful if the relationship ends and you come back
It's
to
all boils
cry.
down to conversation.
Yeah.
With who?
Both.
So what are you
If you're
telling
a
your
friend
friends?
and I find a partner, I think you should be able to understand.
Because you know that a lot of friends have complained that when we women get into relationships, we completely neglect our friendships.
If I was doing 24 hours and I'm doing 2 hours, I'm not neglecting you. What if I wasn't talking to you
At all.
Then when you break up with the guy, then you see who you go and cry on.
No, but I'm still talking to you.
Okay, I get that.
I'm still checking in on you maybe every day or twice a week, or I'm still keeping in touch.
So also what we're saying is
I'm
that
still-
our friends should expect that our investments in their lives will reduce when we are in I think realistically,
but we
yes.
can't see. Realistically, you can't go on a frolic like you were doing previously before you met your partner. I mean, okay, so let's say in a marriage relationship.
As has he texted, Suzanne is looking at her. Has he texted? Or your boyfriend is texting saying that somebody
Oh,
should do.
Animwa.
Oh, I want to know.
He is not texted
Okay,
yet.
it's okay.
too.
It's okay.
So, for instance, you see, in a marriage relationship, maybe sleepovers may seem too extreme. You know, like you pack bag and bag, honey, I'm having a sleepover with the girls. It looks weird and extreme. You understand? So it depends on the kind of relationship. If it is get to know me, less court date relationship, then it will be easy to have such, let's say, maximum frolics. But in a marriage relationship, keep your friends warm enough that they can also keep you warm when you need them. Don't abandon them completely.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there anything else you guys want to say before?
Yes,
we go?
and I'm saying that do well to have conversations at both ends, because I've already said that they flow into each other because they are not mutually exclusive. Your friends will remain your friends, and they will forgive you for a lot of things that maybe your partner won't. And they will be there to make you warm when you are cold on days that your partner makes you very cold.
Yeah.
So keep your friends, keep your partner, but know when you swish, you do the swish,
And what's
how you
important
do
and
the
what's-
swish,
yeah.
and what you do when you swish.
Okay.
It's
All right.
very
Well, thank you
having
very
these
much.
conversations, you need to keep in mind, you need to be understanding and then have an open mind.
Mind. Yeah.
So that you compromise and then everybody's happy.
Happy.
So who were you smiling at the phone?
Oh, anyone.
Yo, I hope Coach. It's okay. Anyways, we'll be back next week Wednesday, as long as
Anyone, let
God
me
gives
do
us
this,
life. You want to do
please.
birthday?
Yes, for Adepa. Yes. Belated birthday to my sweet daughter, Adepa.
When was her birthday?
Yesterday.
Oh,
She turned 11.
Oh,
Yeah, my
she's
baby
going to
girl.
have a boyfriend.
Yeah,
too.
yes, you are going to give her one.
Wow, it looks like that's my new job. Anyways, okay, let me end it here. A very big thank you to Suzanne, who has been shot at. I'm so excited. And Adipa as well. Thank you guys for coming. We'll be back next week. This is Strong and Sassy. My name's Enima Enimado. If you would like to shoot your shot, please go to Facebook and there's a comment section, or get in touch with Crispy. He's on Twitter. He has experience. Facebook, Instagram. He'll guide you through the process. This is Strong and Sassy. Maxwell Adada is coming up with the 8 o'clock news.